the level of certainty when it comes to nailing this forecast right now is pretty high.
Yeah.
That's very true. We knew that something was going to happen a couple of days ago, and then we could fine tune it. And now we're just now adding a few fine tunings to that, talking about the timeline. And as you see here, we have 2 alert days, 22 to 28 degrees tomorrow. So let's talk about tomorrow first. The best time to get out will be early, before the precip moves in and the clouds thicken up in the 20s. 27 noon, but still fairly dry. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, also pretty dry, but by 4 and 6, that's when we'll see better chances of freezing rain to start. It'll start as freezing rain. In other words, there's enough warm air above the surface that it'll make it as a raindrop all the way down to the ground, but because the ground's going to be so cold, that's when it freezes on impact and everything is covered in glaze. Now, as some of that colder air makes it closer and closer to the ground, we'll see ice pellets, i.e. sleet. That's what you hear pinging against the window. Then the next transition will be over from sleet to snow. And that happens on Sunday. 23, but look at the afternoon. We'll be down to 16, so we'll be warmer at midnight than we'll be in the afternoon hours as that wintry mix starts to go into periods of heavy snow. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are impact days just because it's going to be so cold with fresh snow on the ground, the system moving out, pulling down some more colder Arctic air. 13 the high, but the wind chills below freezing, obviously, and certainly below 0. On Tuesday, 15, but starting at -5 with the wind chills again in minus territory. Wednesday, not much better, -3 to begin, afternoon high of 14. Tough to say if we're going to have school during those days just because, well, the snow is gone, but the colder air is not. Then it starts to heat up a little bit in the second half of the 9-day forecast. So here's your timeline. Freezing rain, sleet moves in between, say, 3 and 10 tomorrow. 11 p.m. to 6 in the morning, it'll still be more filled in with regard to the freezing rain, changing over to sleet, and eventually heading over to all snow with some fairly heavy pockets that'll be in there. And that's going to linger into even Sunday night. So we're going to be with this storm system, heaviest, say, between 6 and 3, tapering off a little bit after 4 or 5. As a matter of fact, here it is on First Alert Future Scan. This is 7 in the morning tomorrow. As I say, if you have errands, run them early. This is still at noon, and that first wave of freezing drizzle and freezing rain starts to move in from the south and southwest as the low pressure area gets closer to us. 3 in the afternoon, still more of the wintry mix that's overhead. Also, this is such a strong storm system, I would not be surprised if we hear thunder at the same time we see some of the stuff coming down, and you know that's going to make those amounts go up even heavier than that. Speaking of which, here's a look at Sunday, 8 in the morning. Pockets of the heaviest of the snow, pretty much the northern half of the viewing region. Farther down south, you could still get some good coating of glazing, so there are going to be some icy problems farther down to the south and southeast. This is now noon on Sunday, still have a few bands of snow to move through, and this is where it finally starts to slough off a little bit by 6 in the evening. So let's talk about how much ice. Farther north you go, since it's going to be mostly snow, less than 1/10 of an inch. In the middle, I-70, 1/10 of an inch to about 1/4, but 1/4 to 1/2 inch farther south, Belton, Warrensburg, Sedalia, Ottawa, down toward Lacine. Potential snowfalls. We've upped them a little bit because of the duration of the storm, but still think representative. 4 to 8 for Lawrence, 6 to 10 for Kansas City, up to 1 foot possibly for St. Joe, as well as up toward Trenton. And now bear in mind, if we go quickly from sleet to snow, then these numbers go up even more. But right now, the same rule of thumb we've been talking about, lighter amounts to the south of the snow, heavier amounts to the north, that's still going to pan out. Looking at the metro, there you see 4 to 8 for Shawnee, 6 to 10 for Liberty, 6 to 10 also up to Excelsior Springs and Leavenworth. Lesser amounts as we go south of the river. But once again, we're going to be in it for a while. And here's that rest of that 9-day forecast as we try to warm up it once again. Double digits at least in the morning. Afternoon highs going from the 20s to finally cracking freezing, but that's not until next Sunday. And the morning still pretty cold at 19 degrees.
Thank you, sir. Apple agreeing to settle